Yo, what is up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on Sunday, October 22nd, NFL Sunday, man. It's time to make some money. We also got some postseason baseball. My Rangers are in action with the Astros down in Houston trying to avoid elimination. So that's fun today as well. But I'm pretty sure everybody today, we're talking some NFL, man. We're trying to make some money. My Cowboys not in action today, so y'all don't got to hear me talk anything about them. They'll be back next week. But I really like this card, man. The more and more I look at it, the more and more I go through it, the more and more I think I'm going to be able to make some money today. And I have the best handicappers with me right here on this show to help me do exactly that and help you guys as well. So buckle up and let's get this show on the road. First up. Bring in my guy, Damian Sasha, man. What's up, my man? How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Jay. Going pretty good. Coming off a 3-3 night. Ate a little bit of juice last night. We're going to get that back today. Looking forward to the NFL card. I think we have a good one.
I'm right there with you. I think we have a good one as well. We got some, top end games, Eagles, Dolphins, Ravens, Lions. We got some good middle of the pack games. Games we're going to find out about a lot of teams today. I'm really excited about this card, man. I think it's one of the best we've had thus far this year.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is a good card. I'm going to be talking to you today, though, about a game probably a little bit off of people's radar, but I think we have some good value in it. Some of these people probably, unless you're a football fan, you might not even watch this game, but when there's a chance to make some money on it, hey, let's get right to it here. And I'm going to be talking to you about the Broncos and the Packers. Their game this afternoon. Both these teams here, they could really use a win. Packers coming in at 2-3. I'm sorry, they've lost 2 in a row. Broncos 1-5 have lost 3 in a row. Jordan Love, Packers quarterback, he's been inconsistent. He makes some of these great throws. You're like, wow, and then he makes some of these other throws that just leave you scratching your head. On the road, he has completed just 55% of his passes. The last game they played against the Raiders, Love threw 3 interceptions. This is a Green Bay offense that's averaging less than 300 yards per game. The Packers are coming off a bye, and if there is a game where that offense is going to get going, I think it's possibly this one here against the Denver Broncos. When we look at Denver, this defense is brutally bad. They're allowing 33 points per game, 458 yards per game. Both of those rank last in the NFL. They allow the most rush yards per game in the league at 172 yards per game. The second worst team in the NFL in rush yards allowed is 25 less than that. So, they're just historically bad right now. The Packers have not run the ball well this year. I think a lot of that has to do with Aaron Jones being out. Aaron Jones is going to be back for this one. The bottom line here is the Denver defense makes a lot of average quarterbacks look tremendous. I think that's going to happen again. I like Green Bay here. Lay the points on the road. When I look at Denver, they can't protect Russell Wilson. It's a team that has allowed Wilson to get sacked 19 times in the season. I think the Packers pass rush has a good advantage going against this Denver offensive line. So lay the points on the road here with the Packers.
My guy Damian taking the Pack go in Mile High. And I understand it, man. This Broncos team is terrible. Sean Payton, he thought he was going to come in here and be able to fix it, what Nathaniel Hackett had done last year. But I didn't think it was all on Nathaniel Hackett. I just thought that the Browns collectively were pretty bad. And the story this year, like you hinted, has been flipped. The offense has been the best unit for the Broncos. The defense has been abysmal. And if you were coming into the season, most people thought that was going to be the staple for this Denver Broncos team, and it just hasn't been.
No, it really hasn't at all. The numbers I just laid out, they just been really bad. And they do have a tough time protecting Russell Wilson. I know Jerry Jeudy recently made some comments, lead you to believe there's a little bit of unrest there in the locker room. And these aren't Sean Payton guys. He came in here taking the job, but they aren't his guys. So you got to wonder how invested they are and actually playing for him. So I like the Packers in this one this afternoon.
There you go. Damian Sosh taking the Packers. Currently, I see at 1. So I'm laying a point in Mile High. What do you have for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've got 4 plays up for sale over there, all for sale individually. You can get I also have my NFL Blitz package that will package 3 of my plays. That doesn't include the NFL primetime game between the Eagles and the Dolphins this evening. That one's separate, but you can get three big winners here at one low price. And as always, guys, I think the best value is a long-term plan. Definitely, I really like the 2-for-1 capper deal. So hook me and another one of the great cappers here on this website up and make yourself some bucks.
There you go, man. I appreciate you joining me today, Damian. Hopefully you have a good, profitable day, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Jane. Good luck to your Rangers tonight.
Hey, we need it, man. We need it. I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
You too. It's my guy Damian right there. Hop on with him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Moving right along with the best show on the planet. Appreciate all you guys in the chat. Appreciate all you guys watching live. Let me know who you like in the comment section, man. I want to know who y'all like, man. Put me on some money today, too. All right. Next up. One of the best in the industry. One of my favorite guys to talk to. Big Al McMorty. How you doing?
Good, Jay. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's NFL Sunday. Possibly the last day of my Rangers season. NBA basketball back in a couple days. It's a lot going on, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. I sent you those per 36-minute stats yesterday of Wembanyama. That's just incredible what he's doing insane. On a per 36 basis. What was that? He's 4.9 blocks and how many points? Like 35 points a game on a per 36 minutes. Something crazy.
I have to send you a video of the Mavericks practicing against the Sham God, but he works for the Mavericks, but he has like extensions on trying to replicate Wemby. It's crazy. You just got to see it. It's a pretty good workout, but
are you talking about God, Sham God?
Yeah.
He's with the Mavericks now?
Yeah.
As what, an assistant coach or something? Or
player development, probably.
Okay.
Something along those lines. But yeah, so he had the little long, like foam things are like this long and on his arms, and he's playing defense. It's a good thing to see. I'll send it to you on Twitter in a little bit.
Yeah, but, I see you guys are favored now. It's down to 3.5 points. The money's been coming on San Antonio in that opening game.
It has. I'm nervous about it. To be honest. I can't wait for it.
I wouldn't be that nervous.
I don't know. That building's going to be crazy for his opener. It is. So we'll see. A couple days away. It's NFL Sunday. I know you're locked and loaded today. What we looking at free pick wise for the guys?
I'm going to look at the big game tonight, Dolphins and Eagles. Miami comes into the game.
I think one of the best games of the year, probably.
Yeah, no doubt. Miami's on a roll. Off back-to-back Suats home wins. They scored 31 and 42 points in those 2 blowout victories. Jay, I just don't like playing on teams off back-to-back high-scoring Suats wins at home, where they scored more than 30 points in each game, and especially not when they're playing a non-division foe on the road, as Miami is doing here. Those teams have covered just 19 of 54 since 1980. That's one reason I like Philly. The other reason, of course, is the Eagles are off an upset loss. And road teams like Miami off 15-point wins, if they've got a winning Suats record as well, they've covered just 37.8% the past 44 seasons versus opponents off upset losses. The Eagles have been great at home in non-division games, 8-1 ATS their last 9. They're 26-15 ATS their last 41, including 10-2 ATS versus opponents off back-to-back wins. So I'm going to lay the points with the Eagles. Right now, mainly -3. It's ticked up from 2.5, so the 2.5s are gone, but I'll still lay the 3. You should see it at -$1.05 right now.
There you go, Big Al McMorty taking the Philadelphia Eagles, laying the 3. So I don't have an official premium play in that game. That game scares me. I want to watch it as a fan. But if I were to play the game, I would take the Eagles and lay the 3 as well, even though I really like the Dolphins. I do. My problem with the Dolphins is who have they played? They've played nothing but the bottom tier teams in the NFL. And they're one time they played a top tier team, I would say a top 10 team in the league. They got beat pretty handedly by the Buffalo Bills. So,
yeah, I mean, that was on the road. I mean, I don't have a premium play either on it, but I think
on the road.
I'm not selling Miami as short as you are. So
I'm not either. But Dolphins. I mean, my bad. Patriots, Broncos, Giants,
Panthers.
Panthers.
I get it.
You know, so hey, different avenues to get there. I didn't touch it, but I would lean Eagles in that one as well with you. But I know you got some plays you really feel confident on, as we all do.
I do, yeah. I've got 6 plays at the moment over at Pick Dogs Premium. Might have a 7th play posted in a little while, but 6 plays right now, including an NFL Division Game of the Year. And folks can get on board. They can also join long-term for a week, a month, or a year. We've got NBA, of course, coming up Tuesday. So this is the best time of year to get on board with an all-sports package and also to team me up with one of the other champion handicappers here at Pick Dogs.
All Access Club. Tell them about the All Access Club.
Oh, yeah, my phone or whatever went out. Yeah. Folks want to text Big Al to 775-636-7676. They can get on board for the All Access Club. Had a very good day yesterday. We hit 5 out of our top 6 plays. And when you join the All Access Club, you get all the games rated, from top to bottom. So you know which plays are the strongest, the second strongest, the third strongest, etc. And you can just text Big Al to 775-636-7676. It's not for everyone. It's for the high rollers who can get down 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 a game. You also can ask any question of us 24/7. It's all access. So if there's a game going off, in 10 minutes and it's Wednesday night and you want to get our opinion on it, just give us a shout.
There you go. Big Al McMorty, as always. I appreciate you joining me. Now we'll be talking a ton with our teams matching up here in a couple days.
Yeah, I'll be definitely talking to you on Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you.
Good luck today. You too. It's my guy, Big Al McMorty, man. I always love talking with him. It's a great day to make some money, man. It is a great day to make some money. And like I said, I got the best handicappers with me on the planet. Next up, man, I'm going to bring in my guy, David Racy. I'm going to talk some more NFL football. David, what's up, my man?
Not much, Jay. We got a big sports day today. I know you're going to be locked and loaded tonight for the baseball game, and we'll see what happens. Hey, Valdez has been iffy this year for Houston, so I think we got a shot.
We got a puncher's chance. We definitely do. They made it as tough can get, but it's not over. We'll see, though. It's still the Astros, man.
How'd your college football Saturday go?
College football 2-2 yesterday. Is how I shook down. That Iowa game burnt me to my core.
That was brutal.
Yeah, that was as brutal as it gets. This right here is not a fair catch. Man. That's not a fair catch. You telling you get him. Not a fair catch. Man.
Right when that was going on, I was sweating out Wisconsin. They had a nice little comeback there for me. So I kind of missed the Iowa because I was just focused on that one, but I saw the replays and I saw you on Twitter and I was like, oh, man, that's rough.
Just mad. It's last leg of a parlay. You know how it be sometimes. So, I'm an emotional guy. So happens. But
yes,
then
sir.
You come back the next day, days like today on Sunday, and it's a chance to make some money, man. I really like today's card. It's a great NFL card. I think one of the best of the year, and it doesn't have my Cowboys in it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a good one. We got my Lions going up against Baltimore, and
that's going to be a great game. Can't wait.
The one Big Al just talked about, Dolphins, Eagles. So, yeah, it's definitely 2 great matches, but a lot of good kind of like intermediate matchups, if that makes sense.
Yep. Which one we looking at for the guys free pick wise?
We're going to a battle of 2 very good teams between the Raiders and the Bears. It's the battle of the backup quarterbacks here in this one. Chicago starting Tyson Bagent, who is the pride of Shepherd University, while the Raiders are going with Brian Hoyer. Maybe even Aiden O'Connell a little bit, but sounds like Hoyer's going to go. And Hoyer played well last week in his limited duty. He was able to finish the game with the win. He went 6 for 10 for 102 yards. Obviously has a lot of experience. Where you look at Bagent, not much experience at all. Raiders have won 2 in a row. Chicago only has the 1 win against Washington a few weeks back. And Chicago's really struggled defensively this year, or for the majority of the year, that is. And I think that's going to really help the Raiders quarterback situation here, as Hoyer is not going to have to be perfect against this Bears defense. Then you look over at the Raiders. They haven't been great defensively, but they have been better than Chicago. And I didn't like the Bears team with Justin Fields. I just never liked them this season, really in past seasons either. So I like the Bears even less here. So I think the Raiders, although they are on the road, I think they do find a way to win this game by a field goal, get the cover. When it comes down to it, I'm just going with Hoyer and the experience over, a quarterback with very limited experience. So I'm going to take the Raiders here on the road.
All right. I get it too. On my video yesterday, I took the Raiders. I took them straight up money line though. This feels like a weird game. We got two bad head coaches, McDaniel, Eberflus, backup quarterbacks. The thing for me here, and I just think that this is short, sweet, simple. The Bears have won how many games in their last 15 or so?
One.
And it was against the Commanders, and it's going to take a lot more for me to want to back the Bears. It's just that simple. When I look at these teams, talent for talent, roster for roster, I think the Raiders have the more top end talent. Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, even though he's not having the same year, Max Crosby. I really wish it was Aiden O'Connell. I like Aiden O'Connell, but I'm not mad at it being Hoyer. Like you said, veteran leadership. Come on, Raiders. If y'all lose to the Bears, man, that's without Fields, with Bagnett, a guy who didn't even play D1 college football. Oh my God, it's bad.
I know it's such a wild card because you don't know really what he's going to provide. Like we saw him for just a couple series or a few series last week. So it's tough to know. I mean, maybe he comes out and has his hair on fire and plays great, but I just, that's so hard to do, especially coming from a lower tiered college. Not that it can't happen, but I just think that takes some time,
Definitely. All right. Taking the Raiders. He's laying the points with them boys in this one. Is it still 2.5?
Yeah, last I checked, yeah.
Yep, last I checked. It's still under field goal, so I like it. What do you have for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I have 4 NFL premium plays today, 1 baseball premium play. Stayed off the NHL, only 2 NHL games, but I've started hot in the NHL this season. Had a winning day in college football yesterday, so now's a great time to come on over, join me long term, or join me for the day. Either way, heading over to Pick Dogs, either join me or one of these other great handicappers, and let's have a great NFL Sunday.
Up on my guy David over at Pick Dogs Premium. Appreciate you joining me, my man. See if them Lions can get it done on the road today.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Those injuries worry me, but we'll see. It's the NFL. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, man. I'll see you throughout the week.
All right, sounds good, Jay. Good luck today.
Appreciate it. Let's go Rangers.
Let's go Rangers. Let's do it.
It's my guy David right there, man. Always love talking with him. Guys, I appreciate all y'all, man. Smash that like button. Smash it. We got a ton of great handicappers still left, man. I'm telling y'all, it's one of the best cards. And I got a ton of guys. I think we're going through every game down there. I want to say probably not every game, but just about. And then at the end, I might squeeze out what we haven't gone through. Next up. It's my guy, Hot Rod Zawacki. What's up, my man?
Not too much. Winning day in college. Can't complain there. A couple losses that I was like, wasn't expecting UNC to get beat outright by Virginia in that one. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
I didn't see that coming either because Virginia has been pretty bad all year, but we've seen them in spurts be good.
In spurts, right? That they looked like they might show up. Well, yeah, they definitely did. I was certainly ready to go.
Like I said, that Iowa game is.
And then it was all Michigan. What happened to Michigan State? Did they do anything? No, didn't think so.
Yep.
My pick for the national championship, still good.
Yeah, I definitely think that they're right there in the picture. If Georgia didn't have the streak, like in totality, I think based on the pure eye test, I think Michigan's number one.
That defense, when they swap people out, they swapped 10 guys on the line yesterday on the defensive line. And when you swap guys like that, they're always fresh. They always look fresh. They look like they just started the game when they come running at the quarterback. It's like nobody does that. And I think you're going to see it in the waves of the future coming in college football, where other teams were going to adopt that same kind of concept where you run a few guys
I don't know if
in and
anybody
out.
will be able to replicate it quite like they can. We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can replicate it like they can, but imagine if a team could replicate that like they do in the NFL.
Yeah. NFL's hard. Salary cap, but
Woo-hoo.
closest team to that right now, I would probably say is Philadelphia.
Philly on the defense, yeah, because they can run guys in and out, and they're pretty good on defense.
As much as I hate
what happened to them? Is the Jets that good, or are the Eagles that bad?
I've been giving Philly too much love lately, man. I gotta get back to hating on them boys.
Well, then you should be cheering for the Dolphins tonight, not hating on not leaning into the Phillies. As a Cowboys fan, you're supposed to be hating on the Phillies.
I know. We'll see. Hey, like I said, I don't have it playing now, and I'm gonna sit back and watch it as a fan. On my video yesterday, I said points is what I said. So
I kind of like the over. Yeah, everybody thinks it might be defensive battle, but I think some points come. I like the over there.
But hey, what you looking at for us free pick wise?
I'm gonna look at the Browns and the Colts in my free pick for today's action. Let's get right into it. You look, this Colts defense average giving up about 357 yards a game, holding teams to 3.7 yards per rush. This Colts team very good at stopping the pass. I don't think this Browns are going to have a whole lot of success in passing the ball, but rushing the ball, we've seen the Jags and NTN last time have success running against this Colts team, and I think this Browns team can do the same with the dual head of Ford and Kareem Hunt. Those guys will be able to have a pretty successful day rushing the ball against these Colts, as they've given up rushing yards. Passing yards, they haven't given up a whole lot. So be it Watson, if Watson gets his return, which is what it's looking like. Watson will be back for this one for the Browns, and it'll probably be Minshew for the Colts. And you look, Minshew didn't have a horrible game. He moved the ball. He went 33 of 55 and threw for over 300 yards passing. The problem was he threw 3 interceptions. He cleans that up, and some of those are going to be equated to a lot more points for the Colts. As they can, this Browns team can be had through the air, and I think that's what happens. You look at the Colts offense averaging 23.2 points a game, Browns averaging 19 points a game. I think both teams score into the 20s, and what people think is going to be a lower scoring one. I like the over here in this game. I think we get up and over the total of 41. I think it's even clicked down to 40.5. Shop your number. Take the over in this one. I think we easily get into the 40s.
Right. Taking the over. Colts, Browns. Yeah, I see how you got there. This Browns defense, I do think is one of the best in the NFL. I do like this Browns defense, but it's typical Browns, man. This is typical Browns. And when you just look at them for the season, they had euphoric win, come back, look ugly. So they beat Cincinnati 24-3, come back, give up 26 to Pittsburgh.
Giving up 26 to Pittsburgh is the one that I see. It's like, that offense isn't good, and you give it 26 to Pittsburgh. In the game that you ever, that's the same type of game we got here versus Pittsburgh that everybody was on the under, figuring that it's going to be a divisional close, it's going to be under. Slobber knocker in the trenches is kind of what you figure here. I think we get a little more higher scoring like we see in the Pittsburgh game.
There you go.
Both defenses give it up.
Beat Tennessee 27-3. Next week, gave up 28 to Baltimore, 28-3. So it's kind of been what we've seen from them. I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts moved the football in this one as well and got some points.
Minshew looked good. He moved the goal against the Jags. It was just those 3 turnovers. The 3 picks definitely stall drives. They were moving the ball. Colts were looking good, and I thought they were going to upset the Jags in that one. But then Minshew, what happened?
There you go.
But that was right. I think Minshew cleans it up. He's a veteran. It's not his first game. I think he cleans up those interceptions today and doesn't turn the ball over. And even if he does, the Browns will score on it. So take the over.
There you go. My guy, Hot Rod. What you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And over Pick Dogs Premium, off to a nice NFL start, 28-18, hitting at 60%. So head on over. I got an early 3-pack. I got 1 game in the afternoon and 1 night game. You can get an early 3-pack. I have my 10-star play of the day, which is included in my NFL Sunday 5-pack. which gets you all 5 plays that I got going. And then I got one solo hockey play available over Big Bucks. Instead of buying all those packages, grab a 3-day pass and join me for the next 3 days. We'll have all the NFL today. We got some hockey today. There'll be some hockey tomorrow. And we also got the NFL game tomorrow. There's a college football game tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But anyway, there's another football. And then Tuesday, we're back to college football as well. So jump aboard. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. Save 15% off your purchases.
Appreciate you, Rod. NBA back on Tuesday, too. Don't forget.
Yeah, NBA. Forgot about NBA's back on Tuesday as well. Yeah. See? Sports are it's loaded card. Grab a 3-day pass. Join me. Easier than buying it. Savings to you to buying all the packages individually.
There you go. Appreciate you joining me, Rod. We'll talk throughout the week, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah, you have yourself a good one. Good luck today with your bets. And hey, you don't have to sweat the Dallas Cowboys today. You're going to sweat Texas instead.
Yeah, I got another sweat.
But hey, look, Houston at home hasn't been good. I think game 7, here we come.
Hopefully. We'll see. It's going to be a good one.
Definitely. Have a good one.
Appreciate you. It's my guy, High Rod, right there. Moving right along. Next up, we'll bring in my guy, Wayne Scott. See what my guy got for me today. What's up, Wayne?
What's going on, Jay? What's going on, Pick Dog fam? Hope everybody doing good out there.
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Solid day overall yesterday. Should have stayed away from hockey, and I would have had a great day. But I love my plays. I would have got on them again. Want to talk about a few things you were talking about. I had no leg in that fight on that game, but as a former football player, coach, sports bettor, that was not a fair catch. Going your arm sideways is not. That was whoever was on Iowa, you got deserved to be a little pissed off. That was a bad call, horrible call. And I'm in this North Carolina area, and a lot of my friends who are UNC fans were screaming that was the worst loss in the last 10 years, just with from UNC. So I don't keep up with UNC football, so I don't know. But a lot of them were harping about that being a horrible loss. And I know Virginia is bad, but I just didn't realize that loss was that bad yesterday.
Yep. It's crazy. That game wasn't on my radar yesterday either. But Virginia, man, what upset.
They happen, man. College football, definitely.
College football, man. I call it the land of the heartbreak, man. It's just, that's what it is. It's but it also if you're on the right side, it's the land of euphoria. So college football, man. College football. You love it or you hate it.
No, fact.
It's NFL Sunday. I know for a fact I love the NFL, man. It's NFL is number one for me, and then I would say like 1AB is NBA. Like it's probably like NFL and then like NBA, like right. It's just but NBA back in a couple of days. I can't wait to be talking that with all the guys.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely excited, man. It's one of the most excited I've been for NBA, just with the prospects, with a lot of the teams actually getting better. I like the moves they're making, and not a lot of bad teams in the NBA right now. That's the way it looks so far. So exciting year NBA seems to be.
Yep, on the horizon. NFL Sunday, though, what we looking at for the guys free pick wise?
Yeah, we're going to go to this Pittsburgh and Rams game. We're going to take a look at the side, man. I do not trust neither one of these offenses. And it shows why. Pittsburgh 1-4 to the under so far this season. Rams 2-4 to the under this season. Both of these teams in their last 10 games, dating back even to last season, 3-7 to the under in their last 10. Pittsburgh, on paper, their defense is not good. They're top 30th in NFL defense, but they're still a bend but don't break defense. Yeah, they give up a lot of yards rushing and passing, but if you look at the end of the score, it doesn't always accumulate to a high-scoring game. So I like that about them. On the other side of the ball, their offense, as I first stated, is one that I just cannot trust. Bottom in rushing, bottom in passing. Coming into the season, I did think Pickett was going to take a step up, and he just hasn't. Offensive line is not good. On the other side of that, Rams, they get their guy Cooper Kupp back, but They struggled to pass the ball last week against Arizona, and they got their run game going, but they're a middle of the pack run team. I just love the under in this situation at 44. I definitely think this is a low scoring game. Pittsburgh hasn't scored over 20 but twice this season, and Rams is just not the high power offense we're used to. So I'm on the under 44 on this one.
Wayne Scott taking the under Pittsburgh Rams. You know, you're getting the Pittsburgh defense coming off of a bye, rested. The Rams, I think, are now starting to become overvalued. Coming into the year, many people thought they were going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL again. But now at 3-3, I think people think, I don't know. I think they're what they are, about 3-3 team.
I'm with you on that too, man. I think Pittsburgh are what they are, slightly above 500. They're going to be hitting that 500 mark and going slightly above 500 all season. So, I mean, like you said, these teams are what they pretty much are on paper right now. I don't think they get much better from what they're showing.
There you go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Taking the under. Rams Steelers. It's a money-making Sunday. I know you locked and loaded. What you got for the guys for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. I got 3 plays today, and all 3 of those were for sale in a 3-pack. I love all 3 of them the same. Not one that I can call my best bet. So just have a 3-pack out there for you guys. You want to hop on that with me? Go to pickdogs.com, click that premium tab, and jump on there with me. Also, if you pair me up with one of these fine handicappers that you see on the show, with our multi-handicapper special, as Rod always said, 2 heads are always better than 1. And long-term, man, with basketball coming up, college football ramping up, MLB dying down, and I also dabble in totals in the NHL, mostly totals and underdogs when I'm on it. But catch me long-term so you can get all those plays at one time.
Hop on with my guy Wayne, man, Pick Dogs Premium. Appreciate you joining me, my man. And we got to get you on the schedule with the NBA coming back.
I got you, man. We'll link up about it. Good luck on all your bets today, Pick Dog fan. Holla at you, Jay.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
My guy Wayne Scott right there, man. He likes the under. Rams, Steelers. I see how he got there. Next up. Brian Bittler. Captain Obvious. So my man.
How's it going today, Jay? I'll tell you, I'm hurting after yesterday. It was a hurt Saturday for me. I started off good with Boston College getting it done, and that was the play I liked the least out of my 5-game card. Then I went into Tennessee looking nice at halftime against Alabama. They just collapsed. And Tulane up 21-0 at halftime. They collapsed.
I had UNT in that one.
Duke University, their quarterback hurts his ankle.
I know.
And then the backup comes in. He looks like a deer in headlights. So, it's just one of those days.
Let's put the pieces back together today. NFL Sunday. I like the card today.
I think it's a strong card. I think there's a lot of opportunities out there. It wasn't like a card I wanted to bet every single game, but definitely some plays in there that should be able to make us some money today, I believe.
Let's do it then. Let's do it. What are we looking at free pick wise for the guys today?
I think we have an under-the-radar type of matchup here in the NFC South with the Atlanta Falcons visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Falcons and Buccaneers both coming off of home losses, but I think we are getting the better team here, plus points. The Falcons defense ranks 2nd overall in total yards given up. They're 4th against the pass, 11th against the rush. Tampa Bay, one of the worst teams in football as far as running the ball. And then really, I think that makes them one-dimensional. I think that's going to hurt them against Atlanta. I look for the Falcons here to actually turn Mayfield over late. Falcons have covered two straight against Tampa Bay. I think they make it a 3rd today. I'm going to take the Falcons plus the 2.5 today. I think they win outright. Sprinkle it on the money line.
Yeah, I think this is one of the toughest games on the card. But as I said yesterday on my video, if I were to play it, I'm taking the Falcons. I think points are a premium in this one, but getting plus money here in a game that's 50-50 anyway, I don't think is a bad place to be either. I think both these two teams are heading for 8-9 and the Saints, and we're going to see who gets in the postseason.
Maybe I think we could see this play out a little bit like that Miami Hurricanes game last night where it's 17-17 late and Falcons are just grinding away. Now, this one doesn't go to overtime, of course, but I think you see the same type of defensive, low-scoring effort as you saw in that college game yesterday.
There you go. Brian B. taking Atlanta Falcons on the road against Tampa Bay in this one. It's gonna be a decent game. This is when I was earlier talking about, like, this is those mid-tier games with the mid-tier teams, but we're gonna learn a lot about them. This is one of those games, which I think is gonna have big implications at the year. I just do, because I'm telling you, 8-9, 8-9, 8-9 is what these three teams are gonna be, and those head-to-head records are gonna be huge.
There are a lot of teams that will be around 8-9, like the Washington Commanders might be around 8-9, just up and down and it's really, you got this super talented teams, and then the mid-tier level teams, and the Falcons are one of those teams.
Yep. What you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, my titanium best bet, I might have had a bad day yesterday, but my titanium 8-3 over the last 11. You can get my $25 NFL best bet winner over at pickdogs.com. It's a 4 o'clock game, or it's an late afternoon game. So you got plenty of time to get in on that one, or you can get all three of my best bets. It's my Revenge 3-pack, NFL Revenge 3-pack, all three plays for $50. I believe I have a 1 o'clock game, a 4 o'clock game, and then the primetime game, Eagles and Dolphins.
Hop on with my guy, Brian B. Pick Dogs Premium. Let's get some money today, Brian. Bounce back day.
Bounce back day for sure. Hopefully sweeping the board. And don't be fooled by my hat here. I like the Colts today, plus the points.
There you go. I got a premium play on that game. But
All right. Well, you have a good one, Jay, and thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Brian. I'll see you throughout the week.
Catch you throughout the week. Thanks, Jay.
My man right there, Brian Bittler. Moving right along, man. I still got some guys. I told y'all, we got a lot of guys today talking a lot of football, trying to make us a lot of money. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I'm here to do. I don't get up here just talking to talk. Man. I'm trying to make some money on an NFL Sunday. And this next guy I got up next is going to help us try to do exactly that. It's my guy, Jovan Burtz, man. Let's bring him in right now. Jovan, what's up, my man?
Hey, what's going on, Jay?
Nothing much, man. It's a NFL Sunday. I was 2-2 in college yesterday. That Iowa game, it hit me hard. But other than that, I'm ready to make some money today. My Rangers in action in the postseason. So it's a good day of sports. Hopefully I can put some bread in my pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. I went 7-9 yesterday. Oregon did me in, backdoor cover.
Yeah.
That would have just got me juiced. And I hit a couple money line plays, short money line plays.
Yep.
That took away from some of the juice. But it was basically the selection process for me. I took off Western Michigan, put on Indiana, took off Michigan, put on Texas. Texas looked like they was gonna run away and hide, and then one bad call by Sarkisian, and the rails, they went off the rails. So that's just what it is sometimes in
College football.
College football. So, and for me, it's really the selection process, because have the winners. Just when you whittle it down, you're bound to take off some winners and put on losers, or vice versa. So this is just the luck of the draw.
Yep. It's Sunday though, so you usually play to the back of your baseball card. And I know that's what we're finna do today. I know you locked and loaded, but what we got free pick wise for the guys today?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the NFC West, where the Arizona Cardinals are facing the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this Arizona Cardinals squad, they're 1-5, but 3-3 against the spread. But the bloom has come off the rose with these guys. Last three, they're 0-3 both straight up and against the spread. And I don't see how they're going to be able to put in work against this Seattle Seahawks team, who are 3-0 against the spread and straight up against Arizona in their last three games. Now, the key factor to me in this game is that, while the Cardinals are a strong running team, they don't have James Conner, and they're going up against the number one, at least run per play defense in the Seattle Seahawks. They only give up 3.2 per play in the rushing game. So that's going to be a big detriment to them, because I just don't see how this Cardinals team can take the top off this defense and throw the ball downfield. Not with Joshua Dobbs, and I don't think with Kyler Murray if he was in there. You know what I mean? So I think that in this game, given the fact that the Cardinals are a poor defensive team across the board, against the run and the pass, I think that you're going to see a lot of Kenneth Walker. You're going to see a lot of, receivers for Seattle, catching balls and getting yards after the catch. And it's going to be a rout. So give me Seattle.
Jovan think this one going to be a rout. Cardinals and Seattle. I like the other side. I'm gonna be honest. I like the Cardinals in this one. I see how you got there. The Cardinals, they haven't been that same team that they came out this season. They haven't been that same team that we saw beat my favorite team straight up in the Dallas Cowboys. Since then, they haven't got it done. I still think in a lot of those games they competed. I'm not as high on Geno Smith as other people. The Seahawks do have a really, 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 I think one of the best wins in the NFL going into Detroit and beating the Lions, handing the Lions their only loss. It's a tough game. I don't want to lay that many points with the Seahawks, Jovan.
And that's why it's not a premium for me. That's why it's a free play. I don't want to lay it neither. And I usually don't, but I just see, where this thing's going as far as these two teams do. And even last week with the Seahawks, when they played the Bengals, they were driving the ball up and down the field. They just had some misfortunes, when they got into the red zone. Since he was able to stiffen up, when they got to the red zone, and the couple of bad plays down there for them. But I don't think that's going to happen in this case. Not in Seattle. Not with that home team, that home field right there. So yeah, I think it's going to be a long day for Arizona.
There you go, Jovan. Like Seattle, laying the wood at the crib on the Seahawks division game, but the Cardinals, they are one of the worst teams in the NFL. So I understand how you got there. What you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium? I know you locked and loaded.
Oh yeah, I got 7 plays and all. Put in one more, just to make it a lucky 7 earlier this morning. But I got a 3-pack, all 1 o'clock games. I got a 5-pack, 4 1 o'clock games, and 1 4 o'clock game. I also got another 5-pack with 3 1 o'clock games, a 4 o'clock game, and a Sunday night game. Also have a 3-pack for the 4 o'clock games and the Sunday night game, and then I got a standalone Sunday night play roll. So I got it all in the bag. Come get it.
Hop on with Jovan over at Pick Dogs Premium, man. Y'all know what he does around this time of year. That's kill the books. It's the best time to hop on with him. NBA right around the corner. Hey, it's that time of year. College basketball right around the corner. That time of year.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Thing about NBA, college basketball, NHL, you're going to get action every night, every day of the week. It's not going to be a slow night. Yep. Even on the slow nights, it's not going to be really a slow night. You know what I mean? Yep. So you're gonna have plays. You're gonna have slate of games. I'm gonna bring you some winners.
There you go. Hop on with them. Pick Dogs Premium. As always, I appreciate you joining me, and we'll talk throughout the week, and of course next weekend.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. It's my guy Jovan Burtz there, coming with Seattle, laying the wood on the Arizona Cardinals at the crib. I got 2 more guests for y'all, man. Moving right along with the best show on the planet. I appreciate every last one of y'all right here listening to us, helping try to make y'all some money, man. Smash that like button for us. Next up. It's my weekly morning show co-host. Are we co-host? I guess we're co-host. Let's bring him in. It's my guy, Ruffalo. What's up, my man?
Weekly. You're trying to only see me once a week now? I see you on the daily, Jay. Come on now.
Daily. Hi.
Jeez, I was gonna say, trying to kick me to the curb, man. Jeez, holy. No, I'm doing all right. Had a bit of a had a bit of a rough morning. Kind of caught something on the fly. It's kind of thrown me for a loop, but we're here. We're ready to give out some winners, and wouldn't have it any other way.
Let's do it. It's a money-making Sunday. Great NFL action. I got a sweat of a lifetime tonight, so I'm just ready to get to it.
Yeah, the halftime show with you is going to be fun. I don't know if I'm doing it or if Mitch is doing it, but yeah, the halftime's going to be fun.
Halftime is going to be a lot of fun, hopefully. What we looking at today, free pick wise for the guys?
Well, I won't lie to you. I had another game in mind, but we all try to give you guys, one pick per game. So I didn't want to duplicate it or go against anybody. So I picked another game and had to dig a little bit for this one. But you know what? It's still a game I have a couple bucks on. I'm looking at this matchup between the Commanders and the Giants. And,
Okay.
The Commanders, here's the problem with the Commanders. You look at their schedule, right? And look at the teams they beat. It's all well and good. They beat the Falcons, they beat the Broncos, and they beat the Cardinals. But let's kind of do a little bit of deep dive in there. That Cardinals game, you got to remember, they came back, and they narrowly beat the Cardinals with what was I think it was a 10-point fourth quarter or a 16-point fourth quarter. They had to rally to beat them there. Almost lost to the Denver Broncos, who have the worst defense in the NFL. Still gave up 33 points to the Broncos in that game. And they beat a Falcons team last week that has been, up and down to say the least. And then the 3 losses, you're going to be blown out by the Bills. You're blown out by the Eagles, even though, it was a 3-point game. That game was not as close as the final score would indicate. And then you get 40 hung on you by the Chicago Bears of all teams. I can't get there with this Washington defense. Don't get me wrong. Have the Giants been good? Hell no. They're the worst offense in the league. But the level of competition that the Giants have had is just much greater than whatever the Commanders have been up against. 5 of their 6 games so far this season have been against playoff teams from last year. The one win, you had to come back from 27 deficit against the Arizona Cardinals. But Daniel Jones is still doubtful for this game, and I don't think there's a drop off at all from Daniel Jones to Tyrod Taylor. It actually made me feel a little more comfortable for the Giants with Tyrod Taylor playing here. And I think that, the Giants, they're not going to get many chances at wins this season, it looks like. So I think we see the most concerted effort here from the Giants. I think they come in as an underdog. I don't even know if you're going to need the points. I think they win this one outright, but I'm still going to take a shot with the New York Giants and the points here.
New York Giants. I get it. When I looked at this game, I ended up on the Giants as well. And it's just, the Giants, they've played playoff teams. That's who they've played. The Commanders, they have not. So you got to really, and this is a division game, you got to throw the record books out the window. And I'd rather have the points in my back pocket, and I'd rather have the plus money, me personally.
Yeah, and even when you go back in time a little bit and you looked at, when the Giants weren't the Giants of last year that were, a playoff team last year, they're still 7-2 against the spread in the last 9 meetings between these two teams. So, even when they've had a terrible offensive line and just a terrible team in general, they were still finding ways to cover and actually win these games outright as well. So, like I said, I know this isn't going to be everybody's favorite game on the board. I get that, but
I just don't see how people end up on the Commanders laying points. I don't see how you get there in any capacity. So, I just feel like the play is the Giants. It's Giants or nothing. You cannot take the Commanders. You cannot take the Commanders. You just can't. You just can't do it. These boys played at home, standalone game, and got blew out by a team that hadn't won a game in 15 games. I don't want to hear that Commanders talk. I know they came back and avenged it last week against the Falcons. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just the Commanders aren't built to exploit the weakness of this Giants defense, which is on the ground. I mean, the Giants, they're 31st in rushing defense, 30th in yards per rush allowed. The Commanders, 25th in rushing yards, 30th in rushing attempts per game. They don't like to run the football, and they like to go pass first. And this is a Giants pass defense that's actually been solid. They're around middle of the pack in terms of passing yards allowed per game. So, like I said, it's like you said, Jay. It feels like it's just Giants or nothing. This one in a division game with it, and you talk about a defense now on the road that's given up. Was it close to 30 points per game or something this season? They're 30th in the NFL in scoring defense. So it feels like if there was a spot for the Giants to wake up and actually pick up a rare win, this would probably be it.
It's today. I agree. I know you got some plays that you're really confident in. We just talking Giants, Commanders, but I know you got some fire over there. You've been profitable. I'm not trying to curse you, but you've been profitable, really profitable in the NFL thus far this season. What you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, if you curse me today, I swear to you, Jay, I'm not going to let you live it down. I'm kidding. Today got 8 plays in total, 6 from the NFL, 2 hockey. I got my $19 pick off. That's still stuck on baseball. $19 NFL Platinum play. 5-1 on that to start the year. Also got a 5-pack. I love today's NFL cards, so make sure you check that out. Also got a Sunday night play. It's going to be up very, very soon. Also got an NHL Power play on the board as well for $25, but I'm not going to try to, regurgitate what a lot of these guys said, but the best value here is a long-term pass. The 3-day pass is, I believe it's the same or less than buying each of my packages individually today. You're going to get all the Sunday NFL. You're going to get Monday action, probably the Monday nighter, Tuesday NBA opening action, as well as NBA and NHL as well. So definitely it's best value, whether it's just with me or you pair me up with someone else as part of the multi-capper promotion. Can't go wrong at Pick Dogs.
Appreciate you, Ruffalo, as always. Now, of course, I'll see you tomorrow. No, I'm gonna see you later today. I ain't letting you up. I'm gonna see you later today.
Well, I got to find out from Mitch if it's me that's doing the halftime with you, or if it's him. So we'll have to see. But
sure.
But yeah, I'll let you know for sure.
Shouty. Appreciate you. See you later.
See you, Jay.
It's my guy Ruffalo. I got one more guest for y'all, and y'all know who always ends off the show. It's the one and only Mr. Don Club, Eric Patty. What's up, my man?
What is happening, Jay? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Hopefully you didn't watch that video I did Friday on YouTube. As I said, Texas is done. They are not going to win. And the reason why I said that before we get into the NFL is because one of the major betting groups that when they were down 0-2, they actually bet Houston to win the series at that point. Like, they got the good odd. They came back. They basically said once they won the first game, he was like, they're done. They're well, look, I have no skin in the game. I don't have a futures ticket on them. But what I will say is I want to talk about yesterday. If you watch the people that watch my YouTube videos, I was gone all day yesterday. And let me just give you the breakdown of the difference between the way a premium client would go online and buy the games via Pick Dogs real quick. 8:36 a.m. yesterday, you received 2 plays on Telegram. You received Central Florida plus 17.5 against Oklahoma, and you received Tulane minus 20. I was monitoring the scores. I was at my son's flag football Special Olympics championship games. They got the gold, by the way, Jay.
What's he play?
They move him around. He's 6 foot 216. They put him on off. It's Special Olympics. It's not like regular football, flag football. They get no kicking extra points, but literally defense, offense, everything. Quarterback if he needs to be. But I don't watch games and I don't care about the margin of victory. So again, Central Florida almost won the game outright, is what I saw after the fact. But then I had Tulane. They were up 21-0, Jay. And then I got these guys texting me going, man, amazing game. And then I look, it's 28-28. This is why I always tell people when you listen to the cappers on the show, it's hard, even for the professional cappers, when they come on, they say, oh, I had a great day or I had a good day. Try to be Zen-like. You're not going to change the outcome of the game. I say it over and over and over again. Who cares whether they blew the game on the last play of the game? Who cares whether they won the game by 40 points? It doesn't matter. So I go 1-1 early with my 8:36 a.m. releases. Then at 6:39 p.m. when I get back, my groups notify me on UCLA minus 17 for 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I release that. Then at 6:56, I get a late move from a betting syndicate that is part of my 80-20 program, where they take the underdog and they bet it on the money line to win outright 20% of the wager. It's an 80-20 system, and they come with Nevada plus 11.5 points. I release that. They win the game outright 6-0. So we end the day 4-1. But again, on that 1 unit play, you're risking 800, let's say on a dime play, plus the 11.5, and you're risking 200 plus the 340, where you win back 1480 when that underdog wins outright. A lot of people, like I told you before, Jay, they forget about the money line and they just go with the point spread only in football, and they only leave the money line to the NHL and the MLB. That is not the world that I'm living in. I'm always getting greater return on my money, looking for the money line. So, you go 2-1 on the straight bets yesterday, you make 900 betting a dime a game. but you go 1-0 on the Nevada game and you win 1480. Don't forget about the money lines. It's not always about who will cover. A large percentage of the underdogs win the game outright. You want to take advantage of that instead of saying, wow, that was an amazing upset. So that's what I wanted to leave you guys with. Regarding today's complimentary selection, I'm always in the fade the public mood, and it's the same game that I had on YouTube. Everybody goes against, everybody bets Kansas City, no matter how well they make that line efficient, no matter how poorly they do against the spread. When in doubt, the public's going to take Kansas City. And again, you always want to be in a scenario where you have that home team dog. As again, I have the screens up. I'm rocking and rolling with the Patriots as a free complimentary selection over the touchdown number, and strictly because it's over a touchdown. If it was 6.5, I wouldn't do it. So again, this is the point of where you're not betting on the game, Jay. You're betting on the line. Taking the Patriots at home plus a touchdown again. I'm sorry, I said Kansas City. I meant the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are always overvalued. Pardon me. And that's what I meant. So I'm getting the Patriots at home. Everybody's written them off. You're getting a home team dog plus over a touchdown. You got to take it and rock with it.
I know. I told myself early in the year, me and Mac Jones will not receive another dime of my dollar.
Well, like I said, just so you know, for people that are out there, dogs, like I said, it's at the end of the season, dog favorites 50-50. Currently, right now, it's 47, 41, and 5 on the closing number. So if you bet every favorite this season in the NFL, you're 47 wins, 41 losses, 5 pushes on the closing number. That will always be about plus or minus 3 to 5 games. So again, as I always say to people, Jay, for you guys listening, if you bet 10 games today and you close your eyes, you're going to go 5-5. The lines are that hard. They're that sharp. But again, what I do is I'm in the office all day, just like yesterday, early, mid-afternoon, late. I'm getting this information funneled from me. If you guys want to pick up the Dime Club, you always ask everybody, what do you got going on at Pick Dogs? I got nothing going on at Pick Dogs. You can send me a text to 775-636-7676. 1 week is 500. 1 month is 1,000. If you have a larger bankroll, you send me a text message. You say, let's chat. I do not offer daily service. So while it is NFL Fun Day Sunday and everybody's excited about it, I do not offer daily service. I'm only interested in working with people, Jay, that want to work with me for a minimum of 7 days, preferably 30. And if it's not for you, head on back over to pickdogs.com, purchase the games from the amazing handicappers on the site.
Appreciate you, Eric, as always.
And, we don't need to bring Mike in. He's on the phone dealing with clients. You already know he's all up in the Ravens. You know how that,
I know. Appreciate you, Eric. We'll see you later.
You got it, buddy.
All right, guys. That's going to conclude the show, man. That's everybody I have for y'all. Let me go through the card right quick and see if there's a game we didn't talk about. The one game we did not talk about is Chargers Chiefs. And I'm going to say the same thing I said on my video yesterday. I would take the Chargers plus the points. It's simple. It's simple. The reason I would take the Chargers plus the points is because the Kansas City Chiefs have not been great for your pocketbook if you're betting them year over year, kind of like what Eric was just talking about. And if you know anything about this Chargers-Chiefs series, Chiefs always win. Chargers always seem to cover, and I think that's what we're headed for here. I think the Chargers have the ball late, down 24-20, driving to try to score. They have a 4th and 1. They don't get it. Ball game. That's kind of how I see that game playing out. Chiefs win. Chargers cover. 5.5. That line just, I don't know. I would take the Chargers in that one. But I appreciate all you guys joining me. I do have stuff for sale as well. I got an NFL best bet. I got a money-making 3-pack. I got a Major League Baseball play. And I'm going to put up a Sunday night play as well. So I appreciate all y'all joining me, man. Let's make some money on a Sunday. I'll see y'all at halftime. I got to talk with Mitch. It might be me and Money Man Mitch back for halftime, as we always do it. So Make sure you guys come tune in with us. Smash that like button for us. Appreciate y'all, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. Let's make some money on a Sunday. I'm out of here. Peace.